Hello, everyone. Jonathan Casey here with Mercury's Messenger Astrology on January 10th, 2020, the day of the lunar eclipse in Cancer. Oh boy, we're in some big, heavy energies, aren't we? I bet you guys are all feeling it, witnessing it in the news, all kinds of stuff. Things are changing, that's for sure. You know, the foundations in our lives are breaking apart and being called to move into a more secure place for our home planet, our home security, our self sense of security. And um, and yeah, we're approaching this Pluto Saturn conjunction happening on the 12th, which is going to be the post the the post eclipse hangover energy that really this eclipse is all about. We should be get more insight, especially as Uranus starts to move forward later on next week. He is currently stationed. Um, so let's go to the chart and take a look at what's happening. Okay. So in today's chart, I even decided to add the asteroid Ceres because Ceres is at uh, 21 degrees 49 minutes, which is very close to the 22 degree, and the eclipse happening basically at 20 degrees excuse me, of Capricorn, with Mercury also conjunct there. You can see the moon is on the opposite side, also at it's let's just go up a few minutes just so it's exact. Close enough, 1.1 minute off. So here we have everything at 20 degrees, 20 degrees, 20 degrees. Ceres now is still at 21, and Saturn and Pluto at 22. Now these are all conjunct. Look, this is where they represent these dots, this blue cluster. They are really amplifying each other's energy, and Ceres is her energy is of the mother. Okay, Ceres, the most encompassing way to describe Ceres is the Earth Mother. She rules over health, nutrition, agriculture, and overall a universal nourishing that permeates everything we touch and are touched by. Okay, so there's a motherly, loving energy going on right now. Um, as our lives are falling apart, uh, we have still a sense of support. And I associate Cancer with feminine energy. Um, the moon, uh, emotional, sensitive, intuitive, influential kind of energy. So, um, so we are being called to head that way, right, with the North Node there, and 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 so we're called to do this on our own. Yet, however, we have a sense of support, possibly nonetheless, in this area that seems to be falling apart in our lives. Um, or a new foundation really is coming to light. It all depends how you perceive it, your perspective. Are you focused on what's falling apart, or are you focused on um, what can grow and what goods can come out of everything, right? Are you in a state of fear of America Iran war, or are you focused more on how, um, how, for example, when Clinton got impeached, he then basically went to war back then to kind of distract us from the impeachment. So it can also be an eye opener, and I feel like more and more people are starting to wake up. The 2020 clarity, 2020 vision, is kind of going on here. So, so yeah, things are coming more and more to light. Things are becoming more clear as we move further away from this aspect to Neptune and closer together to the Saturn Pluto conjunction with Mercury and the Sun here, coming up on the 12th. And as I was saying, Uranus here, it's still showing retrograde here, but if you look over on the side, station retrograde. So he's basically not stopped. He may go backwards yet one more second at most in the station retrograde position. And Uranus is going to be bringing that shocking change. And as he does, let's just take a gander on the 15th here when he goes forward. The sun's still not quite where I was thinking he might be, but Mercury is within a 5-degree orb to Uranus. So, but he's not really making an aspect. He is, but I'm not sure what that aspect is called. Venus, nonetheless, is making the aspect here. So we're going a little bit beyond what I wanted to talk about in this video. But one thing that I do want to talk about, even though it's not really, Lilith is in a 3-degree orb here to Chiron, okay? And in aspect to Mars, in a trine. So Mars is, Chiron is in, I don't know what the heck's going on outside. Maybe someone's stuck or something. Neighbor trying to leave their driveway. Let's be mindful to not get stuck ourselves, not over rev and over push ourselves in these times. But what I wanted to talk about here is Lilith is kind of like our shadow, our fear, our dark energy in the last degrees of Pisces, and Pisces being the last sign, and on the cusp of Chiron in Aries. Chiron is our wounds and our lessons in Aries, which is the first sign, and it's about our ego, our self. So here, this is tightening up. In a month from now, they're pretty close to Lilith. In a month from now is in Aries. And I just feel like I'm not liking whatever's happening. There's a hill, and I guess with the snow, the car was having a hard time climbing the hill. I had to take another run at it. So, I look at things like that and the timing of it, and this is a time where we have a hill to climb. We're getting a second chance maybe to take a run at it. 2019 really, I feel, was a year of lessons. It was really hard on a lot of people. The fall was a lot about our shadow. There was a lot of Scorpio energy going on, you know, Mercury, Venus, the Sun, the Moon, Mars, all that through the fall was traveling through Scorpio. And it should have been showing us what our shadow is. And so I know what my shadow is. Um, and I have a bit of a question, I guess, about it. You know, I feel like we're supposed to befriend our shadow because this will help us heal our wounds and activate our new selves. You know, become a new healed version with all the lessons that Chiron uh, gained through his time in Pisces, and with Lilith coming here and joining that, you know. But our shadow, I'm just, I feel like uh, I don't, I don't want to fall to my shadow either. You know, like uh, I feel like my shadow is a part of me, so I don't really feel like I can deny that part of me. Um, However, I'm not sure if, I guess we have to embrace it, but maintain the balance. Um, you know, Libra is on the opposite side of this, and well, the cusp really would be the Virgo Libra, and Chiron really I view as the ruler of Virgo. It's it's said to be Mercury, um, which I guess they're co-rulers. So the opposing sign to Black Moon Lilith right now is Virgo. So about the details, uh, this is selfless service. This is how we serve ourselves. So um, our shadow is maybe asking us to serve to to incorporate it to serve ourselves better as it comes over this cusp into a new self. So we are balanced, you know, with these energies. Um, so we're balanced with these energies and become a more full version of ourselves. Um, so I guess, you know, it's just really being mindful of our desires and our values, because Aries really is about desire um, and passion. Um, I was I don't really know what I was like. I was gonna associate value with Libra because Venus, but really Taurus is that sign of value. Uranus is there, so Uranus is, you know, trying to bring some uncomfortable changes uh, in this area so we can move forward with better values. So, yeah, you know, I just I don't want to have negative effect on people. I don't want to stir anyone off of course, and I ideally, you know, would like to um, reach my highest potential, my highest version of my own spiritual sense. And I really feel like that has to do um, with how I live here on Earth. Really, like um, I need to better uh, my physical life in order to have a higher version of spiritual attainment. So, you know, that confusion, right, is going on. Things aren't as clear as we'd like them to be. Uh, we can't see ahead of time. So there's a lot to possibly contemplate in our lives because Mars really is moving in that sign of Sagittarius on our beliefs, what we're aiming for in life. Excuse me. And so, yeah, um, I really don't. You guys know for yourselves what you guys need to do. Maybe it is a little bit unclear still, um, which is really difficult because we are in that eclipse window, and I feel like our our thoughts really have a lot to do with what we manifest from here on out. Uh, yeah, um, I just hope I'm not holding on to ideas too strongly because last year at this time in this eclipse window, um, I really felt visited by spirit guides, um, but in a way, I'm not sure if those spirit guides were there to teach me kind of trickster like lessons, or if I fell off path. There's a lot of confusion that 2019 brought me, um, and so I'm really hoping to move into 2020 um, and really get a lot of clarity. Someone put a post. I'll just add this before I close up. Another astrologer that I am friends with on Facebook put a post of the genie from Aladdin and said, "What would you wish for?" Um, and I said to see in clarity in 2020. And what I mean is C as being the letter C. So, what were the things I wanted again? It was clarity was second. It was um, clarity, connections was the last one. Uh, clarity, connections, and for some reason my mind is saying compassion, but that wasn't it. Clarity, connections, and oh, confidence. Confidence was number one, and that's really what I want 2020. That's the wishes that I would have for this year. If I had that magical lamp, uh, I think that's what I would wish for, those three wishes. And I feel like with those three wishes, I can get, on my own all the other things that wishes would bring. Except with the wishes that I have, I feel like I would be able to sustain um, say, money or love or all those things. If you don't have those three C's to CCC, I feel like you'll have a hard time sustaining any other wishes that you would wish for. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. This was a longer video, but you know, it's Eclipse energy. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to contemplate over the next while, the next 6 months to a year. So, good luck. You know, I wish the best for everyone. I hope you guys all come out of this on top. And see you guys again real soon. Bye for now.